Hello, Virgo, and welcome to Fifi and Gigi's Tarot reading. Thank you so much, Virgo, for joining me. Hope you're all doing absolutely amazing. So, Virgo, we are looking at the love energies for July 2025. So, we've started a new month. We're in Cancer season. So, let's look at the energies between you and your person. What's the heads up? What is it that you need to know? And much, much more. Okay. So, we will be starting off first with the romance and love oracle cards. Take what resonates with you, Virgo, and what doesn't, leave it behind. So we do have one card's already jumped out. We have Window. A new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. This is beautiful. So we do have the adventure card, Window. Kind of like think of that like more like the Chariot. It does definitely reminds me of the Chariot. Sacrifice. Love may come with sacrifice. Evaluate what you're willing to give up. Okay. So, two very, very different messages here, window and sacrifice. So, is your person asking for you to sacrifice a lot, Virgo? What are you sacrificing versus what your person is sacrificing? Is it fair? Is it equal? Well, let's be good to think about that for a moment. Okay. So I'm going to be moving on to the Marchetti Tarot. See what do we need to know with the tarot, please. What's the energy, please, behind the deck? What do we have? We have the Devil, Capricorn energy, the Ace of Swords, also the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so again, the Devil here is the card of overwhelm, but it's also bringing clarity with the Ace of Swords, something that you're very, very sure of. You're going to make a quick decision regarding the Three of Pentacles. That is the card of teamwork. We also have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is also about having boundaries, Virgo, and not compromising your values. So things that are very, very important to you. So, Virgo, let's first focus what's happening right now, please. What's happening now with you? We do have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands, if we look at this card, yes, it speaks volume. It's when the energy, we have the weight of the world on our shoulders. So think about this. What's happening right now with you? Are you sacrificing a lot right now? Is there a lot of expectations on your shoulders? Unrealistic expectations? Are you doing a lot to the point that you're feeling tired? We've got to start dropping these wands right now, Virgo. That's the big energy, and this is the advice. Start to drop these wands because you're going towards a burnout. You do not want that. Going towards a burnout means when the body is physically so tired, not just physically, mentally, spiritually, everything. It's bringing a lot of tiredness because we're just feeling so overwhelmed. So we need to start to change this. And again, this could be a lot of expectations from others. Perhaps we are putting too much pressure on ourselves. And again, we need to put the brakes on that for a moment. Now let's see, what else can we expect for the rest of July here, please? The Tower. Sorry, I thought that was the Tower. This is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands, well, all fives do represent all little mini towers. But look at the Five of Wands. Look at the imagery. Everyone's fighting. Disagreements, arguments, dichotomous thinking, even some black and white thinking, gossip. So what is this? Virgo, this is giving you a heads up. Could be others wanting to challenge you, could be your person, could be family, extended family, because there's differences of ideas, thoughts, and opinions. And what can we do? Sometimes you've got to ask yourself, Virgo, is this worth it sometimes? I feel like you're talking, but no one's listening. That's what's coming through to me. You're talking, but you're not talking bullshit. No, you're talking facts. You're talking truth. People don't want to hear it sometimes. That's what I'm getting with this energy, especially with the Five of Wands. You speak the truth, people don't want to hear it. And it's not you're coming from a place of, where you're coming from a place of uh, like a bad energy. No, no, no. You're speaking the truth. And yes, some people just may not agree with that. That's the problem here. And this is probably the Five of Wands. Yeah, it's kind of like taking a toll on the Ten of Wands, feeling tired. I feel what's happening here, Virgo, you're sacrificing a lot, but what are you getting in return? So let's continue. Let's look at your person. What's happening with them right now? Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. So they're bringing a lot of changes and offers. I feel like that's affecting you, Virgo. Now, the Knight of Cups is considered the most romantic knight. They're what are they offering? They're offering a chalice. The Knight of Cups can come with a couple of things. It could come with an apology. It could come with someone confessing their love to you. On its own, yes, it's a very, very positive card. So even right now, in the present moment, there are changes happening, but it's also affecting you, Virgo. So what else can we expect in the month of July? Page of Swords. I can see why we have the Five of Wands. Page of Swords can come with challenging news, but it is necessary for this person to speak their truth. Some challenging news may come, but do make sure, just welcome it, because you're going to get a clearer view, Virgo, what's going on. So they may need to tell you something in the month of July. You may not like it. This is also the spine card. This is known as the online card. So for those who are on a break even at the moment, yes, your person is going to check out what you're doing online. Any social media platform. Think about TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of that stuff. So messages may come that may affect you a little bit emotionally. Virgo, you may not agree with, again, these are news that it's not going to sit well with you. Let's see, what else do we need to know? Well, we have the Death card. Death card is rebirth and changes, whether we like it or not. So if we want this to work, something has to end and something new needs to begin. This is rebirth. It's not an actual death. No, please do not be fooled just by the title of this card. That's death. Death is rebirth, transformation, 2.0 version. So we're going to see an upgrade. We're going to see a big change. Think about this for a moment. Virgo, you're going to leave your old life behind and start your new cycle of life. Just like a caterpillar when it starts to morph into a butterfly. So yes, there will be changes. Hopefully, as we clarify these cards, it's the end of troubled times, like the Five of Wands, any challenging news that may come. Overall, though, let's see the end card. What can we expect? And we have the Sun. Beautiful Leo energy. The Sun is healing, the return of health, the return of happiness, abundance. Now, you've got to remember that the Sun is a very, very powerful card and lessens the blow of any challenging cards that may be here, even when I clarify. So think of this as just going through the ups and downs of relationships. I feel, though, Virgo, especially with you, because you do have some heavy cards, that you do stand up for yourself, that you do express what you need to say. But let's clarify. Let's find out more. I'm going to use a different tarot deck now, Virgo. We're going to find out what else do we need to know regarding this situation. Let's just quickly shuffle the cards. Of course, Virgo, if by any chance you do wish to purchase any of these tarot cards that I am using, it's down below in the description box. This is the beautiful Marchetti Tarot. Okay, what does Virgo need to know, please? So, the Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups, 10, 10. Ten of Cups, Ten of Wands. Again, there are moments of happy times, but also moments of harmony, abundance, feeling emotionally fulfilled. What I feel like is happening here, Virgo, even right now, there are those ups and downs in the relationship where you're feeling annoyed with your person, but then there are moments where you're feeling very happy with your person. So I feel like almost even with the Ten of Cups, remember why you're with this person. Why did you fall in love with them? Why are you with this person? So there definitely is love there. There is emotional abundance and happiness. Just do not let the Ten of Wands continue because you don't want to get that emotional burnout. Let's avoid that. Let's take things slow. So the 10, even with the 10 of Cups, is telling you be emotionally balanced too. So start doing things that make you happy. Start to do things that you really love to do. Don't lose sight of yourself. The Five of Wands, the Hanged Man. Mm. So the Hanged Man. So what's causing arguments? It's when we're feeling that the relationship is not moving forward nor backwards. So we got to change our approach, Virgo. We have to adapt, even sacrifice. Notice that the word sacrifice is coming up. Now, I don't mean for you to sacrifice more. I'm not saying that. I just want you to quickly evaluate what is it that you're sacrificing? Is it working? Is it causing change? Is it moving the relationship forward? Perhaps we need to start thinking a little bit outside the box and do things a little bit differently. And what haven't we tried yet? Think about brainstorming because you got to remember the Hanged Man is not a challenging card. It's when things are at a pause. We might get angry. We might get frustrated that things are not moving forward. That's okay. During this moment of pause, cards are telling you, okay, what else haven't you done yet? What else could you do to help this relationship move forward? The Knight of Cups, Seven of Swords. Okay, so I can definitely see why this is causing anger and the Hanged Man. Changes and offers regarding the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords, not my favorite card at all. I'm sure Fifi can vouch on that too. But the Seven of Swords, that is a card of lying, stealing, cheating, copying. Again, this person may tell you something. They may confess something that may have been happening behind your back. Like I said, I feel like, and I need to go back here. There's on and off situations here, especially with the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Wands. There are ups and downs, ups and downs. And I feel like sometimes you may even pick up a bit of sus energy from your person where they're not telling you everything or going behind your back. And they may finally confess that. They may tell you something. You may not like it, though, Virgo. And with the Page of Swords does come the Tower, Scorpio energy. Now, the Tower, again, it's a shock, it's a surprise, it's transformation, but it also means when there is a foundation in the connection that's just not working. It's not working. So we either walk away from the Tower or we rebuild. So what's it going to be here? What are you going to do, Virgo? Because there's definitely something going on here with your person. Either they're hiding something and they finally cannot hide it. They can no longer use any more excuses or lies. Like they're running out of ideas and lies. So they need to confess. They need to speak their truth. But do welcome it because it is going to bring clarity. I know that sounds quite strange and weird, but it's necessary. But you have to remember with the Tower that your person knows. Your person definitely knows that this isn't working. The way they are doing things, the way they are handling things, it's not working. So they need to come clean. So when we see the Death card, we have the Seven of Wands. So look at the Seven of Wands for a moment. We have the end of this whole thing. I feel like for some reason, this can show that your person it wants to try to In other words, they want to really talk about why they did whatever they had to do. It's like they're trying to look for excuses for their actions, their behavior, their words. I feel like they really want to fight for that. I feel like they want to say, hey, this was done. I did this because of dot, dot, dot. I feel that, Virgo, you're going to shut that down immediately with the death card. Like, I feel that your person does want to fight for this relationship, but at the same time, death shows that that needs to end. So, no more bullshit. Enough of lies. Enough of going around in circles. That has to stop with the death card. I feel that, yeah, your person may try to salvage the relationship. They may try to find words, excuses for their actions, but I feel that you're just going to shut that down, Virgo. The sun, yes, it shows healing. So remember, not necessarily is it showing that this is a deal breaker. No, but with time, time heals everything because the sun is showing there is happiness, but it does come with its own anxieties with the Nine of Swords. So remember, like I said, the sun does lessen the blow of any challenging cards that do show up, just like the Nine of Swords, represented by Gemini energy. Nine of Swords can show nightmares, anxieties. That's normal with everything that we've seen here so far, but it won't be as bad as you may think because of the sun. The sun is a very, very powerful card. So, yes, there may be some sleepless nights, but it's not impossible. It's time to take action. So, we do have the Emperor, ruled by Aries energy. The Emperor leads. The Emperor is not afraid of making tough decisions, but you don't screw around with the Emperor. So, what I'm saying here, Virgo, if you do want to pursue this with the Two of Cups, it can be salvaged. Absolutely. It can be worked out. We must remember we need to set boundaries and not compromise our values. So yes, I do feel there's going to be a very serious conversation. Yes, I do. Because I feel that certain things have happened with your person. Going back to the Hanged Man, we need to start doing things a little bit differently so your person can understand how this situation has affected you. So this could probably be a window card, a new adventure, start doing things differently. The Devil card here shows manipulation, someone pulling the strings. This is coming into clarity, but we must work as a team. The Three of Pentacles, that is the card of teamwork. Working together, contributing together, having each other's back. Remember, the Queen of Cups, she sets boundaries and doesn't tolerate any BS. She doesn't compromise her values. And she doesn't give her heart just to anyone. There are certain expectations that she expects from her person. So it is setting boundaries, Virgo. But like I said, something your person may reveal around July that you may not like. You're going to shut down your person's excuses, absolutely, because they may find, oh, I did this because of dot, dot, dot. No, no, because we need to understand that when people make a mistake, yes, sometimes mistakes can happen, but they are also choices. It's good to also think about consequences. If I do this, what are the consequences of this? So I feel like your person really, they need to own up to their mistakes. They need to own up. They need to right the wrong and just take accountability here. So just remember, Virgo, it's about doing things outside the box, doing things differently, and having that conversation. I feel like even your person needs to see a different side of you, Virgo. They need to see that you're serious about this because that's what the Emperor does. The Emperor is ready to go to war. The Emperor is not afraid of making very, very difficult decisions here. Remember, you do have the Sun. Now, the Sun is the healing card. There will be healing. It will take time, but it can be worked out. It's not going to be overnight success, but it's going to take a bit of time and effort and, of course, patience, because ultimately both of you love each other. Both of you have only eyes for each other, and you want to give your heart only to each other here. So overall, this was still a good reading, Virgo, but just remember, I feel like especially for this reading, it's about you standing up for yourself and setting boundaries. Thank you, Virgo, for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic month, and of course, power to you. I'll see you next time.